you're in for a hell of a ride. The trade encompasses the first 7 issues, but the first issue, like I said, was about 4 issues, so really it's almost a year's worth of material between 2 covers. And it's really 2 storylines. The first one is a heist they have to pull on the moon, at a casino at the moon, which was our first issue. And then what's fun is that we look back in the issues 2 through 7 are the origin of the group and how they got together, and basically focuses on each individual member and the first big heist they pull together.
So for me, it was at Comics Pro, and Jason from Record Comics came and he gave this presentation, and it was excellent. It was so good, and it didn't even have that much to do with the book, honestly. He stood up there and he said, we have this book coming, and it's we're a cybersecurity firm, and there's themes. It's going to be like fun sci-fi, and there's cybersecurity themes and games and all this stuff. And he spent maybe 5 minutes doing that, and then for the next 25 minutes, he gave us a course on cybersecurity and how we could protect our stores. And he did it in a really entertaining fashion. It was really well done, and it did a perfect job of making a connection, which I would assume was his goal, right? Which is why he didn't just spend, he paid for a half hour, which is not inexpensive at the Comics Book Conference. And he spent that time engaging with us as people and showing that he cares about retailers beyond just the numbers that we show up as on a report. At least he did a really good job of giving that impression. So for me, I left that presentation thing, and that's a book I want to support.
Yeah, I was familiar with the creators. I have a background in technology, and I'm in San Francisco, so that perked up my ears immediately. I've seen a number of sort of promo type, slick, empty corporate comics come before, and when I actually saw the PDF and was able to read it, it really read like a real comic. It really felt like an engaging story, and that there was something there for people to really hook onto. The gimmicks of the CTF challenges, I thought were clever, and I thought that there is an audience for that here, for sure.
Jason was an instructor of mine in college, so I was very familiar with the kind of magnetic pull that he has when he's passionate about a project. And the fact that he was able to take those passions and really kind of put it into this kind of publication that really spans a lot of things that he is passionate about and working towards, just kind of meant that this felt like a comic that, even if it felt a little harder to maybe describe to a layperson, we got that extra love behind it, that it makes it there's trust between us as retailers and their vision, and as being able to introduce it then to our staff who may be a little trepidatious about the material, and them then being the evangelists out there, really talking it up to finding the right customers and putting it in the right hands early on has been really a key to that, carrying that energy through that we picked up at Comics Pro, and luckily the book delivers. So it's been really exciting to see that happen and to see it really find an audience.
It is a 60-issue series. That sort of long-term commitment means that I'll take a deeper commitment to it and try to push it harder, just to get that readership for that period of time is a huge thing, and especially when you have so many 3-issue miniseries or 4-issue miniseries, and you're never going to really build an audience or never really capture those people for very long. So that 60-issue commitment really won me over.
We have a new publisher here doing a lot of the things that we're asking for all the time. They are trying to support us in new and interesting ways. They're trying new things with the stories to bring in new people that aren't in our shops already.
As a retailer, I think one of the key things about this series is the amount of dedication to this story from a first-time publisher. This is a publisher who has put all of their work into this one story. They're putting their attention, they're putting their time, and they're open to hearing from retailers in a way that isn't always accessible. And I think that it is not only is the work there and the love is on the page, but it is also working behind the scenes for the readers, the retailers, and the creators, it would seem. So this is a series worth checking out for sure.
The November 10th final order cutoff for retailers is a big one for Recca Comics and the Future Is comic book series. First, we're offering The Future Is Volume 1, Black Mountain, a whopping 288-page trade paperback at the very popular compact size, which will retail for only $9.99. It's a super affordable way to introduce new readers to our long-running comic book series. Get your fans hooked now, and they'll be regular monthly customers of The Future Is for the next 4 years. Second, on the same day that this affordable trade paperback hits shelves, we'll be offering The Future Is number 8, the first issue of a new story arc. This issue is available in 2 cover variants, cover A by superstar artist Jay Lee, and cover B by rising superstar Mario D'Alessandro. And something special that we're offering to retailers is the opportunity to purchase a 10-copy bundle of The Future Is number 8 at a net cost to you of only $10. That's $1 per book, your cost. This is our way of making sure that customers have an accessible jumping on point, timed with the trade paperback release, and you have an affordable way to deliver that to them. The bundle comes completely with Jay Lee covers. And again, it's issue number 8, which picks up right after the trade paperback storyline. Some retailers will love being able to get these books cheap and make a profit by selling them all, while other retailers might choose to sell a few and give out the rest for free to encourage the sale of future issues. Either way, it's a great deal. As always, thank you for supporting The Future Is. We hope you'll keep us in mind when you're locking in your orders on November 10th FOC. Thank you very much.
I just got back from Baltimore and New York Comic Con, 2 terrific cons, where I just met all sorts of fans of the series, and just for a brand new series that level of support was fantastic. And since I know they can pretty much only get it through retailers, that means retailers are supporting us. I just want to say thank you. We're going to do our best to have to bring customers in your store for outside, maybe your normal readership, and grow your customer base a bit more. By bringing in folks from the InfoSec community, or those who are interested in that kind of background. We've been gotten a lot of fans of science fiction comics, fans of mine. It's a big tent we're trying to build here, and we appreciate you coming along for the ride.